Hi YouTube, how's it going? Today I'm going to talk about the question, what gun should I buy? I get this question asked all the time. I'm a weapons instructor at work, and we actually use the Smith & Wesson Model 64 .38 caliber. Okay, I get so many students that are first-time shooters, never seen a gun, never held a gun, never shot a gun or anything like that. And I know the Smith & Wesson is not necessarily the greatest gun for them to begin with, but sometimes we have no choice. They chose this job, and that's what the job offers, weapon wise. But I do get the question asked all the time, what gun should I get? And I always say it all depends on what you want the weapon for. If you want it for self-defense, you got an option there of different varieties of gun. If you want something home defense, you've got a bunch of options there. A shotgun's a great home defense gun. It all depends. If you want something for the range, there's guns for that. It all depends on what you want it for. So that's where you have to determine, what you want that weapon to be used for. If you want a good home defense / EDC gun, you might have to choose from this type of gun or that type of gun, okay? And then I also get the question, well, I'm a small lady, I've never shot before, what's the best caliber for me? Caliber does not matter. I'm not one of those that says, hey, this caliber is better than this caliber, that caliber is better than that caliber, anything like that. What caliber works best for you is what works best for you. It doesn't matter what the caliber of the gun is, it's the placement of the bullet is what matters, okay? I can shoot anybody with any caliber and it's going to take care of the threat. It's going to take care of the job. Okay, I guarantee you, all these people that are like, oh, this caliber is better than that caliber, this caliber is the best caliber, you can't do anything with that caliber, it doesn't have enough knockdown power. I guarantee none of them will stand in front of me and let me shoot them with their choice of caliber, that's not as great as their caliber. They won't do it. They won't let me shoot them with a Red Ryder, or anything like that. I guarantee it. There's no one out there that will do that, okay? So don't listen to all that BS. They're blowing smoke, okay? Because I guarantee they will not let me take first shot at them, with any caliber that is below their preference, okay? Guarantee it. All right, but back to the question, what gun should I get? To each their own, okay? People have different needs, different wants for their weapons, so it all depends. Get out there, get information, look on YouTube, find out what guns are this, what guns are that, determine what you want the gun for. If I want a concealed carry gun, I'm not going to go out there and get this Ruger right here, Security 6 357 Magnum. I will not get a gun like this if I want to carry something on my side. So it all depends. This might be a good home defense gun. It's a good range gun, but I wouldn't necessarily say this is a good carry gun. Do people do it? Yes, they do it. Okay? But, that's my opinion. Alright? There's backup guns, for instance, like this. This is an older backup gun. It's for close range stuff. Yes, people can shoot at far range. I'm sure there's people out there that can shoot 50 yards with this and hit a target. But is that what it's for? No, it's for up close, personal, to address the threat. They make newer ones nowadays without the hammer, lighter, okay? So it all depends on what you want. There's single stacks. There's double stacks, pretty much the same size, just a little wider. So if you want something smaller, if you have smaller hands, this one might be the best for you, but not necessarily, because this one's more snappy. So you have to try out guns. Go to a gun shop, rent guns, talk to friends that have guns. I always offer my guns in my training classes. Okay, I tell them, hey, I will be glad to meet you at the range. You bring some bullets, we will go to town and we will shoot anything and everything that I own, so you can determine what fits you best. Okay, my suggestion though is, if you're gonna get a gun, shoot multiple guns. Figure out what's best for you. Train with that gun. Don't just buy a gun and throw it in the closet. I have so many people in my classes, oh, I've got a gun. What kind is it? I don't know. We just bought it a few years ago. We bought some bullets, threw it in the closet, loaded it up, threw it in the closet. Okay, and what I do, I say, hey, bring that weapon to class. I'll show you how to shoot it. I'll show you how it works and stuff like that. So you can at least shoot it and get familiar with it. So they bring it to class. We shoot it. We can't get through the first magazine without malfunction after malfunction. Okay, some guns have break-in periods. Okay, and it doesn't matter if it's a cheap gun, it could be an expensive gun. Different guns are different. Okay, now break-in periods in some guns, you might have to shoot a couple hundred rounds in there to get it all working, all these recoil springs and this and that, all this stuff working together so it does function smoothly. Okay, not all guns are straight out of the box ready to go to town, ready to function, reliably. Alright, whatever's in your budget, search. You might not be in the budget for a Smith & Wesson. Okay, Smith & Wessons can be expensive, so you might want to go with a Taurus or a Ruger, something more, a little cheaper, whatever. Just research your gun, see what you can get best for your buck. Okay, there are great options out there. If you want a target gun, look around and see what's good for a target. If you want something for home defense, see what's good for that. There's High Points. They're inexpensive, but they're not the best gun for carry. Okay, it might be a good gun for home defense, for the car, or for the range, and they're under $200, and they shoot well, but you can get some lemons in those, but you can get lemons in any gun, no matter what. You can spend, $2,000 on a gun, and it might not function right. You never know what you're going to get. It's like buying a car. Alright? But, again, what gun should you buy? Whatever works best for you. Okay? Caliber is not a big deal. Alright? What you're going to look at is what you can afford, what you can practice with. You don't want to buy a gun and then not be able to afford the ammunition to go to the range and shoot it, every now and then. So you might want to look at a budget-friendly gun and a budget-friendly caliber. Again, caliber is not a big deal. And it all starts at the beginning. Alright, you have beginner shooters. They might be scared of guns. So what do? You might pull out a .22, let them shoot it a little bit. If you see that they're doing good with that, you move them up to a .380 or a 9mm. My 10-year-old, well, she was 10 at the time. She's 15 now. I started out with this .22 right here. Okay, she shot it very well, and I noticed after just a few sessions that, you know, it was time to move her up. So what did I do? I went and got her a Glock 19. Okay, and she shoots that today. You know, she shoots any of these guns. Now she's shooting this Glock 43. You know, I'm transitioning her, you know, moving her up step by step. It's been 5 years, you know, but, you know, I'm finally trying to get her into this gun. It's a little snappy, you know, for the small frame gun that it is. But, you know, she's practicing with it. She's getting to learn it. You know, she's doing very well with it. Same with my youngest. She started at 5. She could not handle this. The grips were too big. So I got her this Ruger 22. Alright, she shot well with it. You know, this is a hammer, you know, gun, and it's not the same as a striker, you know, so, you know, the trigger, she began working with it and got better with it, but then I transitioned to her into the Glock 19 as well. Okay, and she's 10 now, and she's shooting the Glock 19. She's shot the 357 Magnum. She's shooting everything, but you have to just work with people, train with your weapons. Clean your weapons. I did a video not too long ago where a coworker brought me their gun, was wondering why it wasn't working, why it was all rusted up. You know, it had spent casings all stuck in it. You couldn't even get the cylinder open on the gun because the crane was just rusted. It wasn't this gun, but it was a Rossi. But I cleaned it up and I explained to her, hey, go get you a $4 bottle of oil and oil this spot here, that spot there. Clean it every now and then. Watch for rust. If you see a rust build up, you know, try and clean that off. You know, so it's not just simple as buying a gun, throwing some bullets in it and throwing it in your closet and thinking you're going to be able to take care of or address the threat when they come. Okay, you have to train, you have to shoot, you have to clean, you have to practice. Alright, but that's just my 2 cents. Again, I'm no expert. I just like to share some knowledge. It's not the only knowledge. I'm sure there's a lot more knowledge out there on weapons and guns, and I know all of y'all have your opinions. Okay, but you know, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave any comments down below. Bye.